What's up? What's going on? Hide and read. It's the Booktuber Role Tag. This one's making the rounds. Everybody's doing it. I've been tagged twice, so let's give it a shot. How do you view your role as a booktuber? I'm just here to hang out, talk about books, make some friends. If people get inspired or educated, that's a nice side effect, but I'm not really here for that purpose. I'm happy to hear about it. It's happened, according to people, allegedly. And yeah, that's nice. That's nice, but I'm not here to spread. This isn't Reading Rainbow. There's plenty of other channels like that. I just want to hang out and talk about books. Do you have an educational background in literature? No. I'm self-taught in most things. Do you do any research on the book or author before you review a book? No. Because the review is for, and one, I really don't review books in video format. I just started reviewing them on Instagram. In the descriptions, I leave a review. That's been fun. It's like a learning process for me. I'm not saying I'm terribly good at it, but it's definitely different than making a video. I think videos are pretty good for critical analysis, but less so for reviews, in my opinion. But no, I don't do any research before, because I want to, especially going into a book, I want to have the experience kind of like blind, basically. I don't want to know too much that could affect my experience as a reader. And then I'm always looking for books that I'm going to reread. And if I go to reread a book, then yeah, I will do some research. Or I'll do the research after I read a book that I'm like pretty certain I will reread. Do you focus your reviews more on the objective qualities of the book or more on your subjective opinions about it? When I do reviews, my opinions are not subjective. They're objective. I'm trying to let the reader know what to expect, what kind of experiences they're going to have if they read the book. I think a lot of times, especially with modern introductions to books, it is very subjective. Like, the person will tell you all about their life and their life story and stuff, and how that came into play while they were reading it. That's not something that I do in my reviews. My reviews are about the book I'm reviewing. I don't want to put myself involved in it, because when you're reading the book, I don't want to exist if I inspired you to read the book, or to, I don't want to get in the way of whatever's going on between you and the book, basically. Have you ever received a book from an author? Yes. In exchange for a review. And if so, did it affect your ability to honestly review the book? So, I've had a couple people offer to send me books. I only received one physical book. And I would say it did affect my review, for sure. But at the same time, if I didn't enjoy the book, I'd tell the authors, I'm not going to review it. If I don't like it, you won't see a review. And you can always reach out to me and I'll tell you privately what I didn't like about it. I'm not shy about it. But if I'm going to review something, it's because I think other people should read the book. And like I said, I'll let them know what to expect. So I'm not really here to trash books. I read books that I don't like. I read books that I know are not going to be good. And as I'm reading them, I try to figure out what is making this unenjoyable. But outside of private conversations and stuff, I really don't express it. I don't really see much to be gained. And I might add a little side. Okay, well, maybe this part of the plot was a little bit dry or dragged on. It could have, we could have cut some stuff out. But for the most part, I won't do that in a review. But also, you won't see many reviews on this channel. You won't see many video reviews. I'm just not into it. But you will hear me complain about books for sure. It's not that I don't have negative opinions and I don't know how to express them. It's just, I'm just not interested in reviewing books that I didn't enjoy. I think that's the crux of it. Do you review every book you read? Are there reasons why you might read a book but choose not to review it? I'm only going to review books that I thoroughly enjoyed, to be honest, and because it takes work. I'm not getting paid for this. So, maybe if somebody wants to pay me to review books that I'm not interested in and I don't like, I'm more than happy to do that. But for now, this is just about me and my reading and the books. So if I'm going to review something, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time with something that I didn't enjoy already. Seems crazy to do that. How do you feel about the fact, and I don't even review every book that I enjoyed reading, to be honest. Like, I'll have to want to review it. How do you feel about the fact that many people now primarily consume reviews by hobbyists rather than professionals? So like a hobbyist or an amateur is that's somebody that's doing something because they enjoy it, because they're not getting paid. I don't really see the harm in it, to be honest. I think you have to be a little bit more careful when it comes to literary criticism, because anybody could twist a text to say whatever it means. But to be honest, professors are really good at that. They'll take an idea, like their pet ideas, and then drop it on everything. You'll see that a lot especially with religion. People can really manipulate a text to say pretty much whatever they want. So yeah, I don't feel either way about it, to be honest. It's just the way that things are going. For better or worse, there's good things about it. There's definitely bad things about it. But it's certainly not the end of the world. If people, the hard thing is, people aren't really reading that much. How are you going to get people to pay to read about opinions about books that they potentially haven't read? It's just it's a big ask. But there's still book reviewers out there and they still make money. Good on them. I think that's better than a lot of the successful booktube channels. I think the literary reviewers are a lot better than that. I think most of the unsuccessful booktube channels are better than a lot of the more popular ones. Like Dustin Neely just did a critical review of Blood Meridian, and I don't even like that book, but I listened to him talk about it for over an hour, and it was very interesting, and he did a really good job. I'll link the video. You could check that out. I'm just here to hang out, make some videos, make some friends, and until next time, find somewhere to hide, find something to read. Peace.